A very good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of KSI Morning Brief. To begin with, global markets. The Dow Jones Industrial Average ended at 1.18% in turbulent trading, while the S&P 500 at 1.10% and the Nasdaq Composite Index at 1.09%. The stock market struggled to find its footing Thursday after the biggest sell-off in 2 weeks on Wednesday, but ultimately gained ground in the final hour of trade held by financial sector stocks, which have lagged in the rebound from the market lows seen in late March. Markets got a boost after the Federal Deposit Insurance Commission and Office of the Controller of Currency said they intend to loosen the restrictions imposed by the Volcker Rule and allow banks to more easily make large investments into venture capital and similar funds. They will also be able to avoid setting aside cash for derivatives trades between different affiliates of the same firm, potentially freeing up billions of dollars in capital for the industry, according to the Wall Street Journal. Global markets continued to digest the IMF's latest forecast for the global economy and warning of rising debt levels. The fund also downgraded its GDP forecast for 2021. It now expects a growth rate of 5.4%, down from a forecast of 5.8% made in April. The pan-European stock 600 closed up by 0.9% provisionally, with auto stocks leading the gains as most sectors and major bourses finished in positive territory. Lufthansa shares climbed 7% after major shareholder decided to back the airline's 10.1 billion US dollars bailout from the German government, reversing his earlier opposition. Shares skidded in Asia on Thursday after a sharp retreat overnight on Wall Street as coronavirus cases in the US climbed to their highest levels in 2 months, dimming investors' hopes for a relatively quick economic turnaround. Japan's Nikkei 225 was on the red at 1.22%, falling 1%. Markets in Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Shanghai were closed for holidays. The gap between the bullish mood among investors and the huge uncertainties among the extent and speed of the economic recovery from the coronavirus pandemic is a risk to global financial stability, the IMF report said on Thursday. The market valuations appear stretched across many equity and corporate bond markets, including the US, the agency said in an update to its Global Financial Stability Report. Another risk for advanced economies is that high corporate debt burdens could become unmanageable, the IMF said. Corporate debt has been rising over several years to stand at historically high levels relative to GDP. Defaults on corporate bonds are already at the highest pace since the global financial crisis of 2008. Looking at some updates on global news, Australia's largest airline Qantas is laying off thousands of staff as it tries to survive the global coronavirus pandemic. They say they do not expect the nation's border to open at least for tourists until the next year. The US agency was preparing to grant leave to nearly 70% of its workforce until it received fresh funding, a move employees said could bring an already backlogged system to a virtual halt. US Citizenship and Immigration Services is dependent on fees from new immigration applicants for its operations and is facing a historic budget shortfall. The agency has already seen a 50% drop in fees since March, when most travel and immigration stopped as countries moved to control the spread of the coronavirus. Looking at some COVID-19 updates, the total cases worldwide has exceeded 9.6 million and daily cases are at 96,078, recoveries exceeding 5.2 million and number of fatalities exceeding 487,000. In Sri Lanka, the total cases exceeded 2,000 and the daily cases are at 6, recoveries above 1,500 and fatalities at 11. With the rising number of novel coronavirus cases and deaths, University of Oxford and AstraZeneca's experimental COVID-19 vaccine has entered the final stage of clinical trials, making it the first such vaccine. If the trials are successful, reports say that Oxford Vaccine Group may launch the COVID-19 vaccine by the end of this year, making it the fastest COVID-19 vaccine since the outbreak. Portugal will bring back the stay-at-home rule in several areas of Greater Lisbon in fight to a worrying wave of coronavirus cases on the city's outskirts. However, that does not include downtown Lisbon, and they can only leave their homes to buy essential goods such as food or medication and to travel to and from home. That's it we have on KSI Morning Brief for the day. Meet you on Monday with more updates. Thank you and goodbye.